Hey everyone, my name is Danilo Petrovic.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Denis Kudla.
I'm Evgeny Donskoy.
I'm Henry Laaksonen.
I'm Peter Torebko, and you're listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hey, welcome back again, tennis fans. Another draw preview here on Monday morning. It was Sunday evening. Now we've crossed over. And this one exciting because we're going to be going to Belgrade for the first time since last year, where we had the incredible matchup where obviously Aslan Karatsev defeated Novak Djokovic, and that was the big matchup, but then obviously lost in the final to Matteo Berrettini. But we've got the women's as well. We're in Stuttgart for the women's, and that is an even more exciting prospect.
Well, it's probably bigger. So that's the women's one's a 500, if I'm not wrong, with Belgrade being a 250. Is that correct, Ben?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it is. So I think we're going to actually start with the women's. We're going to start with Stuttgart. It seems very exciting. We've got Iga there trying to break records. I don't know if you know about what she's trying to do at the moment. She's won, obviously, them Masters in a row, pulled out of the next one. She's on an incredible run of winning. I don't think she's dropped a set for a while either, has she?
No.
She's in a really good vein of form, the world number one. And we are going to be doing a really long podcast on Iga soon. Just to go into all the information about what sort of numbers and statistics she's breaking, because it is kind of mesmerizing what she's able to do at the moment. But let's just not jump the gun, because she's got to do very well in this event for us to do the podcast.
19 matches in a row, and she's just been playing in the Billie Jean King Cup, and the results there are just
atrocious.
She's dropped one game in 2 matches. That's ridiculous.
I mean, there's all sort of bagels, breadsticks.
3 bagels and a breadstick. That's what she dished out in 4 sets.
Yeah, Iga's something else, man. We're going to definitely do a podcast on it. I can't be bothered to go through all the records now, but I can assure you they will blow you away when we do this podcast. So let's stay tuned for that. But let's get into it. We're going to start Stuttgart first. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Apologies, we're slightly late from the other one. I think someone was saying, we've got Alex in saying Ben's waiting for his beer to settle. It was no beer. He's gone for a tea instead.
No. Coffee. Cappuccino.
Oh, yeah. Well, quickly on that, I've been started having teas without cow's milk now. I don't drink cow's milk.
Okay, cool.
So I'm just on the soya milk now.
Oh, no.
But no, it's a lot nicer. The teas taste better.
No.
I wasn't sure about it until I tried it. For those in the live chat, I don't know if people do this as well, but soya milk in tea, I find it gives it a bit of more of a creamier feel.
Just add cream. That gives it an even creamier feel.
Or just have soya milk. But yeah, enough of that. Stuttgart, Ben. Who won it last year?
Have nut milk.
No, soya is lovely.
All right, fair enough. Right, anyway, we'll go away. Yeah,
Jamie said I'm turning vegan.
That's it, mate. Maybe it's the start.
Well, 12 trouble on saying, what about goat's milk?
Yeah, there you go. Since you're a Rafa fan.
Exactly. He is the goat. Just have Rafa's milk.
This has started all wrong. Let's draw previews.
Well, why don't you milk? Would you milk Rafa for me?
I'm not milking Rafa. Poor guy. He's off injured.
Didn't say nut milk.
I know. Rafa's nut milk. Is that what you're after?
There we go. Min Shi saying cashew almond milk's good. God, everyone's loving the milk like more than the draw preview. Should we just continue talking about milk?
Quite possible.
Freya saying it's getting weird. Yes, it is. Let's talk about Stuttgart. So the previous champion, Barty. Who's Barty? I mean, does she play tennis anymore? No, she doesn't. She's retired. Kvitova, is she reliable? Not really. Kerber, does she play tennis anymore? Barely. She was shocking against Osaka. Sharapova, she's retired. Sabalenka, is she good anymore? No, can't serve. Terrible.
Brushed over Pliskova there.
I don't even mention Pliskova. I mean, she doesn't deserve the airtime.
Like Laura Siegmund.
Terrible. And at the end of it, she's getting a new coach in at the moment because she's terrible.
She knows how to.
I mean,
go
listen,
three.
I'm not. I try to be as frank and honest as possible, and I like to try and be nice about some certain players. But a lot of these at the moment on this screen have disappointed me greatly.
Sadly,
and I'm not lying. Like you can make a case for all of these being disappointing. The only one who's not probably Kontaveit.
Right. Well, let's get to the qualifiers.
I'm sure
And
they'll disappoint me as well. No,
well,
I don't think they do.
sadly, Core Patch is out. She didn't make it through. Storm Sanders took her place, knocked her out in straight sets. We got Shunk is back.
Okay.
Going through in straight. Chloe Paquette, she's through as well. All of them winning straight sets. And Lise.
Okay.
Lise? I don't know
Lise, yeah.
Yeah, Lise. Okay, so those are the qualifiers.
Yeah, so Lise is from Germany. She beat Buxer in the qualification.
And
not bad. And Dijkman.
Yeah, Dijkman's not too bad.
Don't know much about Lise, but she's a young player. 342 in the rankings, 20 years old. Could be the future. Good to see some young German players coming through. So watch out for Lise.
Yeah, might be
and
playing
the other
eager.
One, Storm Sanders, Raducanu. I feel like, have we seen this match before? Yes, we did. We saw it in 2021. Let's bring it up. It was in Nottingham in an ITF in June, and Raducanu beat Storm Sanders, tie break 6-2.
There you go. Sounds like your bracket's already decided then.
Quick stats. I think, is Raducanu going to do it? We're going to talk about Raducanu as well on this one. Let's get into the brackets. That's the qualifiers done. If you want to play along and do the bracket at home, the app is TNNS. It's free. It's on Apple or Android. Hit Fantasy League, Browse League, search Game to Love. It's at the top. Join. And, well, you can compete against me and Ben and everyone in our community. We've got 858 members. We're trying to get to 1,000. So more the merrier.
It is indeed. You can see Iga there at the top of the draw. She gets a bye through the first round. And there's Eva Lise, or Lise.
She'll be Paula Badoza, Ben, as the second seed for this.
Oh, lovely.
One of your favourites.
Hopefully she's not injured.
So, can Iga keep going? She's going to beat the bye. Golubic versus Lies. I think it's a step too far for Lies. This is a big event. I think Golubic's going to take her.
I'm going to go for something like an upset. She's
in Germany. Didn't you, Lies?
She's in Germany. Stranger things have happened. Why not? The crowd on your side. She gets through.
Paolini, Georgie. I think I'm going to go Georgie.
That's a tough one.
I don't know, though.
I think Georgie as well, though.
And here she is, Emma Raducanu. So the most recent issue is the blisters on her foot. So she struggled in a previous match. I don't know if you want to bring up her previous match.
What, Vondrousova?
Against Vondrousova. She lost 6-1, 6-1.
Yeah.
Absolutely wrecked. Physically not there. I mean, there's so many question marks out.
Against Martinkova, though, she looked quite
I know. Listen, you can't be dismissive of Vondrousova. French Open champion, brilliant player. But I'm sorry, Raducanu's not good enough. She just doesn't. No, she is good enough. Let me clarify. Great player. She's a really good player when she's on. I don't like her mental resilience. And I know she's young. I know she's learning and developing all of these things. I don't see her being a real competitor. She doesn't have what it takes for me. And I think she needs to just show a little bit more strength to fight through these times. And I'm not convinced by her at all. I'm disappointed, if anything.
Maybe clay's not her bag. Who knows? Wait and see. I think it's going to be harder for her to implement her game style that was able to win her the US Open on the clay courts, because she needs to try and wipe people off the court to try and get those done quickly. So, yeah, it's going to be tough.
It was blisters on the hand. Now it's blisters on the foot. It's an injury. It's the hip. There's always an injury. There's always an issue with her. Always something wrong. I'm going to have Storm Sanders knocking Raducanu out first round.
She's never played a year on tour, so I'll give her the benefit of the doubt.
You can't keep giving her the benefit of the doubt. I mean, there's something she's got too many excuses all the time. Her head's not on tennis. It's top and bottom of it.
Let's see if she can get through a round at least.
She might even withdraw because of her foot injury.
Is it that bad?
It's blisters on her foot. I mean, I don't know. It's blisters on the hand, blisters on her foot. It's going to be blisters on her eyelids next. You can't see. Let's just
blisters, is that a thing?
Let's just keep moving on. Sakari with a bye. I'm going to have Zidansek beating Siegman.
Yes. No, I'm having Siegman. Previous champion here. Are you joking?
Zidansek, semi-finalist, Roland Garros.
Have you never watched WTA? Right, anyway, I'll continue on down. I'm going
a bit of Packet.
All right. I might do the same.
Love a bit of Packet on Easter Monday. Kvitova, Pliskova.
Of course, Pliskova.
I'm going to have Kvitova.
Oh, you're such a negative. Another previous champ. Right. I'm going to be having the champs going through. Right, moving down.
Yeah, Edgar saying, why dismiss Zidansek? I don't understand that. Zidansek's really good clay court. I think Ben's missed something there, and I hope he rues that terrible
in Germany,
bracket decision.
Terrible
bracket decision.
It's in Germany.
Remember this. It's live. It's on here. We can watch it back. Zidansek's in the screen.
She's a previous champion, and it's in Germany.
Okay, Kerber, previous champion. You won it a few times. You're going to be picking her next?
No, she's been terrible recently.
Oh, and it's in Germany. Previous champion, she's in Germany. Go on. It's the same rules.
Okay.
Oh, well. Kontaveit.
All right, easy. See, she's going through.
Finalist, wasn't she, the other year?
Oh, well. If that must mean she's going through then.
Zhang Alexandrova.
I'm going to go in Zhang.
I'm going to go Alexandrova. What? Am I seeing straight? We've got Bianca Andreescu back. I didn't know that.
Yeah. She got someone dropped out and then she got put in as a replacement.
I thought she wasn't ready to play tennis. What's she doing there?
She's come back to prove you wrong, mate. She's heard the rumblings on GTL of her career being in the pan.
I don't know. I'm a bit shocked. Andreescu, I'm not sure what she's doing.
She's loving it.
She's great. I like her. I'm going to put her through. I do like Andreescu.
She knocks out the wild card.
I'm going to have Bai beating Sabalenka.
Yeah, Saba's out. Right.
Ons Jabeur, Vondrousova. I'll go.
That's a tough one. What's that? Do they have any previous?
They got any history? I'm going to have Vondrousova knocking her out.
Oh, what's happened here? That's not. Is this the same JG?
Like me, no. That's not like me.
Someone check JG's temperature. I think there's something going wrong. Something in the water where he is right now. He's not himself. Get a doctor. Call. If you're in America,
stop researching stats and tell me what you're going to pick.
I'm trying to find a head-to-head for you.
What, Jabeur Vondrousova? They've never played before.
Really? Oh, that's sad. Well, I'm going to go.
I'm guessing.
What? Are you actually guessing? I thought you were telling me an actual stat. Right.
I'll tell you now.
They've played twice before, and Jabeur, she pulled out on clay.
I mean, you can't always look into that. Just go with.
I'll go with Vondrousova based on recent form because she beat Raducanu, and that's a difficult one to beat. I reckon that means a lot.
Right, I'm going to have Coco Gauff beating Kasatkina.
You like a bit of Coco Gauff. He's back to normal again, everyone. I've Jabeur out, but Coco Gauff through. I'll go Gauff as well. Right, moving down. Rybakina, I'll be having.
And Badoza with a bye.
Yeah, loving it.
Right, let's go to the top. Iga versus Golubic. Iga's going to continue the run. Let's go, Iga. Georgie Sanders. I'm going to have Georgie. What? Raducanu's out.
What? What? I thought she might retire. She might not even be in the tournament.
Yeah, but you like Raducanu.
I don't know. I don't know what
really
she's
good,
like.
You said you put a bet on, didn't you, on Sky Bet earlier to win 4 Grand Slams this year?
I don't gamble, man. Don't know what you're talking about.
Mate, them ones are ridiculous. They're doing it with Alcaraz now, the bookies.
No, he's probably 2-1 to win all of the calendar year slam or something ridiculous like that.
Win the Olympics this year.
Oh, God. So Sakari, I'm going to have going through against the Sieg.
I'm going to have Zidansek beating Sakari. Ben slept on her. She's going to go deep, Zidansek.
Maybe. Slept on her in the French Open.
Packet Kvitova.
Pliskova.
I'll go Kvitova.
Going Pliskova.
Andreescu. Oh, no. Kontaveit, Alexandrova. I'll have Kontaveit.
I'll have Zhang or Kerber. Let me know in the live chat which one would you go for in this situation, Zhang or Kerber? I want to go Zhang, but my mind's telling me Kerber.
You got cross-court tennis saying JG mind games are brutal. Are they brutal, Ben? Am I in your head? Am I living there rent-free?
I don't know. It's just WTA at the end of the day, mate. It could go either way. I'll go Kerber.
Kerber? It's terrible. Why'd you have Kontaveit going out so early?
It's in
You had him
Germany.
there. You've been peer pressured into
in
it.
Germany.
Ben. It's terrible.
Come on.
All
You
this
know what it's
bullying.
like.
JG's such a bully, man. I can't deal with
You
him.
know
Keep
what it's
bullying
like. Do you not know what it's like? When you play at home, the crowd get behind you.
All right, this one. Andreescu Sabalenka. Pick your poison.
Both retire during the match and neither go through.
Lucky loser replaces them.
I mean, I'll probably just have to pick Sabalenka. I've not seen what Andreescu's done at
Cheers,
all.
cross-court tennis. Kerber lost in the Billie Jean King qualies. I think she's having a bit of a torrid time at the moment.
She's just taken her time away. Like she just wanted more time to build up to this tournament. This is the big one
as well.
This is the big one for her. I'm gonna have Vondrousova knocking out Goff.
Ooh. Skipping past that quick.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise. Was this more of a?
I'm gonna have Coco Gauff beating Vondrousova. American loves the clay.
This one's a horrible one down the bottom. Rybakina Badoza, not one that I'd ever really want to have to pick, really.
Well, I'm going to make your decision easy. I'm going to go Badoza.
Woohoo! Yes, I'll do the same. Come on, Paola.
Right, at the top, Iga Georgie. Iga. Zidansek Kvitova. I'm going to go Zidansek.
Pliskova.
Man.
You love it. I love it. Your reactions when I put Pliskova far.
Have I ever going through a first round? I don't think so.
Maybe once.
Kontaveit Sabalenka. I'll have Kontaveit.
Who have I got? I'm gonna have Sabalenka. That's a terrible matchup for me.
Kerber Sabalenka.
That's the end of the road. That's the end of the road.
Germany, Ben. She's won it here before.
It's the end of the road. Saba's into form now.
Oh, she's good on clay, isn't she, Saba?
Remember last year? She won events last year.
She's not clay court. She got to the final here last year, didn't she?
Didn't she win? She won an event.
She got to the final against Barty last year.
Well, then there's no Barty, so surely she wins it by default.
Right. Goff, Badoza. I'll have Badoza.
Woohoo! Same.
Right.
So have I got 1, 2, 3, 4? No, not quite. 1, 6, 3, 4, I believe it is.
I've gone for 1 unseeded 5-2.
I'm eager.
I'm going to go Iga as well.
I don't think I can pick anything else. And then I'm going to have Badoza. Oh, what a shock. The 1-2.
Ben's gone for the 1-2. That's just the shambles. I'm going for the 1-5. I think Kontaveit beats Badoza in the semi.
No chance.
And we're going to see an Iga Kontaveit final.
Sure.
And which way do you see this going, Ben? The big 1-2. Badoza, we know she's a really good player on clay. Iga's great on clay as well.
I don't want Iga's run to come to an end. Is that bad? That I feel that I've picked her to win a few tournaments and it's all been happening. I'm just going to go for it again. Yeah, go on.
A lot of people have gone for the 1-2. Shame. So many boring individuals out there. Boring Ben sort of rubbing off on you.
Go on, pick Kontaveit to win again then.
JG going for a first seed versus second seed final. No,
pick your Kontaveit then.
I'm not boring, Ben.
Come on, Kontaveit to win for your bracket.
And I agree with Ben, though. I would like to see Iga continue her winning run. She's great on the clay. I think she's going to win the Porsche Tennis Grand Prix. AKA Stuttgart.
Z's coming from me right now.
Well, I would do as well. Look at your screen.
Well, right. It's more realistic than your one. Right. My Kerber, obviously.
Well, my dark horse is Tamara Zidansek. I think she's a really good clay courter. Not seen much of her recently, but maybe she's just saving for this time of year. I thought she was massively impressive last year at Roland Garros. I think you'd be a fool to have her going out early. But listen, there are some people not so great at the brackets. Don't want to dismiss them too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I'm going to have it. Iga winning. Ben's got Iga. Zidansek my dark horse. And your dark horse is
Kerber.
Angelique Kerber, the one in the worst form possible. I mean, you could have said
yeah.
Skatov; it would have been just as valid.
Well, anything can happen, as we know on WTA. Andreescu might win it.
Well, there we go. Let's move on to the next one anyway. So the next one is over to the men's.
There you go. Bill's there. I have Iga playing an unseeded BB. Look at that.
Interesting.
It's going for it.
I can't say you can be that optimistic about BB, but let's wait and see. Let's have a look at this next one, the Serbia Open. And, well,
let me just pull up
this one doesn't disappoint, actually. There's some good players in here.
Good.
Some players we like a lot. Some players we know as well, Ben. Some we've had on the podcast, which is interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, the number 1 seed is going to be Novak Djokovic with the number 2 seed, Andrei Rublev. So Djokovic, Rublev. How do you think this one's going to go? Djokovic, as we know, didn't do great here last year. Lost to Karatsev. He didn't do great in Monte Carlo. Didn't do great in Dubai before. He's having a terrible 2022. Can Djokovic get back on track?
Well, if he can get back on track anywhere, surely it's in Serbia. That's the one place. Yeah, surely. Out of all the places, he's gonna have pride of being at home. Like I don't think going out to Karatsev, like it was such an amazing match against Karatsev last year. Surely he can't have the same thing again. That was just like a meeting Karatsev at his absolute peak, which I think it's just a horrible match for anyone.
The Italians like it. We've had Seppi win in 2012, Berrettini win in 2021. Any Italians in the draw this year? Fabio Fognini's there? Maybe.
Well, it's a battle of the big servers back in 2010, though.
Not what happened in 2010. There was a tie break in there as well.
Yeah, why not?
But let's get into this one.
Qualifiers?
I don't know the qualifiers. They're not in the draw. That's what I mean by that. I can tell you who they would be.
Okay.
So qualifier-wise, we've got them kicking off 10 a.m. tomorrow. We've got Tara Daniel Brody, really good match. Lehechka Kaboli, Gombos Safulin, and Montero Zmer. So they qualify as you fancy. I mean, it could be a Brody, Lehechka, Gombos, Montero.
Could be any of them.
Could be any of them. There's some really good ones there anyway. So if you're not sure about one, I recommend picking the qualifier.
Yeah, Tara Daniel, one, if he gets through, maybe one to watch out for
I think
sure.
Brody is as well. But let's start off. So
Daniel did well, didn't he?
Yeah, so we have Djokovic with a bye.
Okie dokie.
Medvedev, someone I picked recently, didn't I? For Beat the Odds, I think. Someone I've watched a few times. Good player. Yeah, I do like Medvedev. Someone I follow and I do watch him. I think this could be a little bit of too much of a jump.
Probably,
so I'll go for Zer on this occasion.
I will be. I like Zer on the clay.
T. Millman.
Ugh. I feel bad for Dominic Thiem. Like how many has he lost in a row? 5 now. Ugh.
I'm gonna go Dominic Thiem.
I think Millman knocks him out. Sorry.
That's horrible.
I know. I don't want to do it either. I just don't feel like I've seen anything from him that suggests otherwise. Lost to cash in straight sets.
Ketzmanovich playing amazing at the moment.
Definitely have him.
Hatchinov with a bye. I'm going to go qualifier to beat Weimar.
It's tough. It depends which one. I'm going to go Ema for now.
I'm going to have qualifier beating Souza.
That one I'm a bit more certain on for some reason. Don't know why.
I'm going to have Goffin to beat Krajinovic.
Yeah, go on. I'll go with you on that.
Fognini to beat Cecchinato.
Yeah.
Kukushkin to beat Bedeni.
I'm going to go against you there. I'm going to go Bedeni.
Tabio to beat Otte.
That's a tough one. But yeah, I'm going to go with you. Clay Quarter.
The wild card. Aslan with a bye. Garin Rune.
That's tough.
That's going to be that's a really good match. I like that a lot.
That's a real tough one.
Garin could be favourite. I don't know. It's hard. I don't know.
Garin he's the underdog.
Is he?
How mad's that? 2.2.
Oh, beat the odds, looming.
Ooh.
Sneaky one there.
I think
I'm going to go Rune.
That's a real bracket killer, that one.
It's too
early.
I'm
going to go Garin.
He's a bit early, yeah. I'll have Lajovic beating the qualifier.
Yep.
I'm going to have the qualifier beating Laxinen.
Oh, I'm going to have Laxinen.
And Rublev with a bye.
Represent Laxinen for the pod. Right, moving to the top, we got Novak Djokovic. Not an easy matchup, Laszlo Djere, considering what happened to him in the last tournament. I think that he'll be able to get past him, though.
Yeah, I think Djokovic finally is going to win a match. I'll have him beating Djere.
Have Ketzmanovich.
Team Ketzmanovich, I'm going to have Ketzmanovich. I think he's having a tear at the moment, mate.
Yep.
He's been flying the flag for Serbia. Let's be honest, why Djokovic hasn't been there. He must be in the race to Turin as well, right? Like up there.
What, Ketzmanovich?
I think
Surely.
he's been picking up a few. He's been doing well. He's just not won anything. He's just missing a trophy.
I can have a look quickly if you want.
Yeah.
Right, 1 second. ATP singles race. He is. Right, let me have a look.
Who knocked him out in the last event? I'll bring that up.
18th on the race at the moment.
So in Miami, he lost to Alcaraz. He beat Fritz, lost to Alcaraz in the quarterfinals. That's right. It was a really tight match.
Yeah.
In Indian Wells, he lost to Fritz.
Yeah, the eventual winner.
The eventual champion.
Yeah. And close as well. I went to tiebreak in the first set with him.
Yeah, so I like about him. So where is he, sorry?
18th on the race.
So he's not in there, but I feel like he's just been there. He's just not quite made like sort of semis and finals, has he? But he's been playing well.
Yeah.
I think his game should be good on the clay as well. So I like him. Hatchinov to beat the qualifier.
Yeah. I've got
go Goffin to beat the qualifier until I know who it is.
I think the qualifier could do. I'm going to take a punt.
Depends who it is. Mate.
Yeah. I might come back to that one.
Fanini, Kukushkin, I'll have Fanini.
Fanini, to knock out Bedeni.
Karatsev to beat Tabio.
Yeah. That's tough, though. That could go the other way.
Karatsev's got a nice draw.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I'm going to have Rune to beat Lajovic and Rublev to beat the qualifier.
I'm going to have Lajovic to knock out Garin and Rublev to knock out Laxinen.
Okay, so at the top, Djokovic, Ketzmanovich, number 1 versus number 7.
I think Djokovic goes out. Is that mad? Is that mad?
Well, we got a bit of heat, Ben, earlier.
I know, but I'm not being...
Monte Carlo, people were accusing us of turning on Djokovic, being anti-Djokovic, anti-Djokovic podcast.
I'm not anti-Djokovic. I'm just recency biased, man, as you know. And that's all I've got to go off is Ketzmanovich has been playing incredibly this year and Djokovic hasn't. That's it.
Yeah, I think Djokovic is going to beat him purely for the fact that it's that sort of older brother syndrome. Do you know what I mean? From Serbia, I think he could just struggle. I'm going Novak to beat him.
Maybe. I think this is no better opportunity for Ketzmanovich. You watch, Ketzmanovich doesn't even get that far.
It is a tough, listen, it's a really tough draw for Djokovic. He could lose it. So I'm not that. I understand why you've done it. I'm going to have Hatchinov to beat Goffin.
Yeah,
I'm going to go Karatsev to beat Fanini.
Yeah, I will as well.
I'm going to have Rune to knock out Rublev.
I'm going to have Rublev. I think he's got a nice little section down the bottom. Okay. Oh, not Karatsev Rublev again. Come on, please. Ridiculous. Go to the top. We got Hatchinov versus Ketzmanovich. I'm going to have Ketzmanovich going to the final.
I'm going to have Djokovic beating Hatchinov.
Okay.
Djokovic in the final. At the bottom, Aslan Karatsev, Holger Rune. I'm going to have Aslan Karatsev in the final. I think you might have to say, mate.
I'm not sure if he's going to get there again. I think it's going to be.
Hey, he's going to beat Rublev. When's the last time Karatsev lost to a Russian? He doesn't lose to Russians.
I know, but it's if he gets that far.
He doesn't lose to Russians, Ben.
He was good there.
You're bottling it. You're just bottling it. I'll tell you why. Because there's no way, if this matchup was to happen in a preview, you're going to go. If Karatsev's got to this stage playing well, you're always picking Karatsev.
Yeah, but I'm basing this on he might not get that far.
So you're bottling it.
That's not really bottling it. It's like hedging your bets, really.
Well, exactly. So you're not really believing in that matchup that's going to see it. You're not believing you're just going to see what you're written down there.
Yeah, I don't know. That's for sure. I know that Rublev probably has a better chance of getting there than Karatsev because his draw's better. That's why I'll fancy Rublev to be in the final more than I would Karatsev.
Okay, no worries. So you got Djokovic. No, you got Ketzmanovich, Rublev. I've gone for Djokovic, Karatsev. A repeat of last year's semi. Which way is it going to go, Ben?
It's really tough because if Ketzmanovich has got there, I think he wins. I'm going to go Ketzmanovich. They've got to go big or go home, really, because if he gets there, then surely if he's beating Djokovic...
I think Ketzmanovich is going to be pretty popular in the percentages. Wait and see. I reckon he's going to be third favourite.
Possible.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to go for the big favourite, which would be Novak Djokovic. I think he's going to beat Karatsev in the final. Karatsev nowhere near the level of last year. And I think the decider is actually Djokovic, Ketzmanovich. I agree with you. I think whoever wins Djokovic, Ketzmanovich wins the whole thing. It's the final before the final.
We have to hope that Djokovic comes back and is playing great tennis again.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that we need to hope in this tournament, because if he plays anything like he played against Fokina, then he could end up going out. Well, can he go out any sooner? Yeah, he could go out to Gers. Like, that's what I mean. Like, he really needs to turn up. None of these are givens. Like, Gers tough. Gers tough. Ketzmanovich is tough.
Yeah, mate, we're talking about Djokovic.
Yeah, I know, but
you can't just look on the recent matches. That doesn't define him as a man.
Did you not see him against Fokina?
Yeah, but man, these are great.
Was it 50 unforced errors?
I mean, it's different though, man. If Nadal did that as well, it's different. Like, you can go to the next event and just clean everyone. Djokovic is the same. These are legends of the sport, mate. It's another level.
I agree.
Like, they can have a bad time.
I agree.
And just it all clicks this week, and no one's going to touch him. No one's going to get a set off him. No one's going to break him, maybe.
I agree, but has it not been a very bad year for Novak Djokovic?
Certainly has.
This is what I mean. Like, anything can happen this year.
Certainly,
I feel.
Yeah. No, I'm not mad at you, mate. I like that. I like your pick.
I feel bad for Djokovic because I don't feel like he's sort of got the bad rub of the green in a way. Like, he's had a real tough start to his year, albeit like some of it's probably his fault, some of it's not his fault, and then now it's sort of carried on into the rest of the year. And it's all been focused around off-court stuff, not on-court stuff. And now he's come onto the court and he's lost. Well, unfortunately, when he lost to Vesely, there's not much he could do. He's just playing out of his skin. And to lose against Fokina, he shouldn't really have even won a set. If we're all being honest, like, Fokina bottled it and then beat him 6-1 in the third, and it just looked. And what was that? There was some people saying that Djokovic was like fatigued and really, like, I don't know, had issues like in that match. So are those issues still there? I don't know. Like, is it that easy to just get up and running again in another tennis tournament and just be the best in the world all over again? I don't know. Is it that easy? Is it a switch?
It's some valid points you make. And I think the final before the final is Ketzmanovich, Djokovic. I make that a real close sort of 50-50 match. It's going to be a tough one to decide. The reason I went Djokovic purely because I feel like it's that older brother syndrome, a bit like a Medvedev or a Rublev.
Maybe, yeah.
I have a feeling they know each other well, and I think just that's the reason why he's going to win, not because of anything else.
Knows his game inside out.
It's a bit like a Buster Rafael Nadal.
You could be right.
I'm getting that kind of energy. That's the only reason. I think, like you said, you make a valid case for Ketzmanovich. He's been the better player this year by leaps and bounds. So let's wait and see. My player to watch has got to be Holger Rune. If he can get past Garin, he can win the whole thing. I'm telling you now. I like he's getting a nice section of the draw. He avoids sort of Djokovic until the final. Yeah, Holger Rune for sure is my dark horse.
I mean, it's tough for me. There's not really many in here that I would.
Lajovic, yeah.
Probably, yeah. It's not really great, but yeah, I go with Lajovic as a dark horse then.
Yeah, no worries. Well, anyway, that's our bracket preview. Sorry, it's quite a late one. It's 1 a.m. here in the UK, but hopefully you enjoyed it. Make sure to enter. It's free to do so. And let us know. It's interesting to know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think Novak Djokovic can win this one? Or do you think someone else is going to win? Maybe a Dominic Thiem. You're not giving him much of a chance in hell. Or a Ketzmanovich, Holger Rune, or Rublev. let's wait and see. But that's our 2 brackets. That's done for us tonight. Thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you during the week for some more podcasts and news stories. See you then.